On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Polar.
Relating to, or close to, the North or South Pole, characterized by complete opposites.
Examples:
Polar bears. Polar regions. Polar animals are graceful and efficient swimmers.
Fuzzy.
Having a soft and indistinct outline or covered with fine, soft, and hair-like fibers.
Examples:
Fuzzy logic. Fuzzy memory. The picture was fuzzy because it was taken with an old camera.
Melt.
To turn from something solid into something soft or liquid as a result of heating.
Examples:
Melt the ice. Melt down gold. Her resistance melted under his persuasion.
Flow.
A sheet of floating ice detached from a larger glacier or ice sheet.
Examples:
Floating flow. Melting flow. The ship had to navigate around a large ice floe in the Arctic Ocean.
Distant.
Far away in space, time, or where you are, far apart in relevance, relationship, or kinship.
Examples:
A distant memory. Distant ancestors. The sun set over the crest of distant hills.
Arctic.
Of or relating to the region around the North Pole or the Arctic Ocean, very cold.
Examples:
Arctic ice. High Arctic. Cold temperatures and long, dark winters characterize the Arctic climate.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Desperate.
Feeling or showing a lack of hope and a willingness to do anything because of the problematic situation.
Examples:
Her desperate screams. Desperate attempt. He was desperate when he lost all his money by gambling.
Scare.
To frighten a person or animal, or to become frightened.
Examples:
Scare off her attacker by screaming. Scare the birds away. We hit the ground to scare out the rabbits.
Coexist.
To live or exist together at the same time in the same place.
Examples:
Coexist with nature. Coexist with diversity. The different species can coexist in the same ecosystem by filling different niches and using different resources.
Predator.
An animal whose natural behavior is to prey on others.
Examples:
Apex predator. Sexual predators. The native South American animals were in danger because of the predator's arrival.
Climate.
The weather at a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Increasingly.
More and more.
Examples:
Increasingly become common. Face increasingly complicated challenges. Our company found it increasingly difficult to keep up with the competition.
Overlap.
To partially cover something by going beyond its edge.
Examples:
Overlap one another. Overlap in many areas. There was no overlap between their proposals.
Conserve.
To protect something, especially the natural environment or culture, from change, damage, or destruction.
Examples:
Means to conserve energy. Conserve coal resources. Children must be taught to conserve our natural environment.
Assist.
To help someone in doing anything.
Examples:
Assist a patient. Assist his goal. Please assist her with the furniture relocation.
Coastline.
The particular shape of the coast equals the shore of a sea or ocean, as seen from the sea.
Examples:
Coastline erosion. Deeply indented coastline. The new resort was built along the coastline, offering stunning ocean views from every room.
Carnivore.
An animal that primarily eats meat as opposed to plant matter.
Examples:
Carnivore diet. Hungry carnivore. A lion is a typical carnivore, as they mainly eat meat.
Nuance.
A subtle or slight degree of difference in appearance, meaning, sound, someone's feeling, etc.
Examples:
Rich in nuance. Subtle cultural nuance. The painter has tried to express every nuance of the woman's expression in his work.
Pause.
To take a short break from talking or doing something before continuing.
Examples:
Pause a moment. Pause for a reaction. The man paused before opening the door.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Split.
To divide, or to make something divide into two or more parts, especially along a particular line.
Examples:
Split a bill. Split a reward equally. Companies often split their shares to lower the stock price and encourage investors to buy.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Population.
The total number of people in a country, region, or location.
Examples:
Population change. Labor population. In just 4 years, the population has doubled.
Ultimate.
Furthest or highest in degree or order.
Examples:
The ultimate goal in life. The ultimate luxury. Management must take ultimate responsibility for the accident.
Tackle.
To try to deal with a complex problem or situation.
Examples:
Tackle the issue. Help tackle climate change. The government is determined to tackle sharp inflation.
Hurdle.
A barrier or obstacle that must be overcome.
Examples:
Overcome hurdles. Hurdle race. The company faced several hurdles in the development of its new product.
Charismatic.
Having a strong and magnetic personality that attracts and influences others.
Examples:
Charismatic chairman. Charismatic personality. He was a charismatic leader and could persuade others to follow his ideas.
Megafauna.
A term used to describe large animals that lived during the Pleistocene epoch, such as mammoths, mastodons, and saber-toothed tigers, and that are now extinct.
Examples:
Megafauna extinction. Megafauna fossils. Many prehistoric megafaunas, such as mammoths and saber-toothed tigers, are now extinct.
Hunt.
To go after and try to catch wild animals to kill them for food, sport, or profit.
Examples:
Hunt a job. Hunt after knowledge. Hounds hunt their prey by using their keen scent.
Prey.
The object of a hunt, an animal hunted or trapped for eating.
Examples:
Prey of beast. Become prey to terrorists. The majority of snakes swallow their prey whole.
Seal.
To close or fasten an envelope, etc., securely. Noun, a large marine mammal that chiefly lives in cold regions and comes on shore to breed.
Examples:
Seal a hole. A fur seal. He sealed the letter with hot wax.
Specifically.
Only associated with or meant for one thing.
Examples.
Designed specifically for men. For specifically American customers. This ad campaign is aimed specifically at young women.
Calorie.
Unit of heat defined as the quantity of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius at atmospheric pressure, used by nutritionists to measure how much energy food will produce.
Examples.
Calorie calculation. Reduce my calorie intake. It would be best if you burned off calories through vigorous exercise.
Blubber.
To speak or cry in a way that is noisy, emotional, and often difficult to understand. To sob or weep uncontrollably. Noun, a thick layer of fat that lies under the skin of marine mammals such as whales, seals, and walruses.
Examples.
Blubber uncontrollably. Seal blubber. The child began to blubber when he dropped his ice cream cone.
Sneak.
To go somewhere, or take someone or something somewhere secretly or stealthily. To steal or do something secretly or stealthily.
Examples.
Sneak a cigarette. Sneak out of danger. The children tried to sneak out and eat the candy.
Unsuspecting.
Unaware of the presence of danger, not suspicious.
Examples.
Unsuspecting boys and girls. Unsuspecting victim. The thief stole the wallet from the unsuspecting tourist.
Sustenance.
Food and drink that living things need to nourish their body.
Examples.
Scanty sustenance. Sustenance allowance. A regular job is often a spiritual sustenance.
Survival.
The state of continuing to exist or live, frequently in the face of difficulty or danger.
Examples.
Survival ability. Survival food. He evaluated his chances for survival rather pessimistically.
Omelette.
A dish made from beaten eggs that are often mixed with other ingredients, such as vegetables, cheese, or ham, and then cooked in a pan.
Examples.
Omelette recipe. Spinach omelette. I had an omelette with cheese and mushrooms for breakfast this morning.
Crowberry.
A small, dark berry that grows on low shrubs in Arctic and alpine regions and is used for food and medicine.
Examples.
Crowberry juice. Picked crowberry. The tart flavor of crowberry makes them a popular ingredient in jams and jellies.
Tundra.
A vast, treeless, and typically frozen plain in the Arctic regions, where the subsoil is permanently frozen.
Examples:
The Siberian tundra. Tundra biome. The Arctic tundra is a vast and desolate landscape with few signs of life.
Quantity:
The amount or number of something, magnitude.
Examples:
Half quantity. Residual quantity. In southward, the average annual water quantity increases.
Sustain:
To supply enough of what somebody or something needs in order to survive or exist, to accept as valid.
Examples:
Sustain a good relationship with him. Sustain a wellness lifestyle. She struggled to sustain the children's reading habits.
Junk:
Discarded or unused material or objects, often considered worthless or of little value, also used to describe cheap or poorly made items or food that is high in calories but lacking in nutrition.
Examples:
Junk mail. Hunk of junk. I need to clear out some of the junk in my garage.
Trash:
Discarded material, refuse, or waste.
Examples:
Trash bin. Trash disposal site. The city is taking measures to reduce the amount of trash in the streets.
Conservation:
The protection of something important, such as the natural environment or artificial structures, especially from the damaging effects of human activity.
Examples:
Soil conservation. The conservation law of physics. The forest was recently designated a conservation area.
Implication:
Something that is inferred or indirectly stated, the act or fact of being involved in something.
Examples:
The implication in a crime. The implication of a word. His poem has a very significant implication.
Indigenous:
Someone or something that is native to or occurring naturally in a particular place.
Examples:
Indigenous crop. Indigenous peoples. The indigenous plants need to be pollinated by local insects.
Garbage:
Waste material, especially food waste and kitchen refuse.
Examples:
Garbage collection. Lump of garbage. The garbage truck will be coming to pick up the trash every Monday morning.
Priority:
Something that is more important than other things and should be dealt with first.
Examples:
Priority call. Priority seating for elderly. Her priority is to be a mother.
Negative:
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples:
have a negative effect. A negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
Defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Property.
A thing or things that belong to someone.
Examples:
A man of property. Chemical property. He stood to inherit $1 million property.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Harvest.
Yields of plants in a single growing season, the period of the year when gathering occurs on a farm.
Examples:
A scanty harvest. Reap a harvest. During harvest, farmers are incredibly busy.
Quota.
A limited amount or share of something assigned or allocated, a restriction on the number of people or goods that can enter or leave a country.
Examples:
An import quota. Admission quota. Each country was given a quota for the fish they were allowed to catch.
Opposed.
Being completely different from something or disagreeing strongly with something.
Examples:
Two opposed characters. Absolutely opposed to abortion. I'm strongly opposed to that plan.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something. often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat, environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Lethal.
Causing or capable of causing death, extremely dangerous.
Examples:
Lethal injection. Lethal weapon. Malignant hypertension is the most lethal form of hypertension.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Proclaim.
To announce or state something publicly and forcefully.
Examples:
Proclaim victory. Proclaim law. The leader proclaimed a state of emergency in the country.
Bay.
A part of the coast that is partially enclosed by land, a compartment or section of a ship or building.
Examples:
Bay Area. The mouth of a bay. She walked along the bay and collected shells.
Studied.
Deliberately considered or scrutinized, carefully thought out or planned.
Examples:
Studied analysis. Well-studied decision. His speech was carefully crafted and delivered with studied confidence.
Grandparent.
A parent of one's father or mother.
Examples:
Great-grandparent. Person of grandparent age. She was close to her paternal grandparents and often spent summers with them.
Starve.
To suffer or die from lack of food, to cause someone or something to suffer or die from lack of food, to deprive something of necessary nourishment or sustenance.
Examples:
Starve for a victory. Starve to death. If you don't eat soon, you're going to starve.
Cup.
A young of certain carnivorous mammals such as lion, bear, wolf, etc., an awkward, rude, and inexperienced boy.
Examples:
A tiger cub. The arrival of a cub. The cub reporter covered the murder case for the first time.
Decline.
To become gradually smaller, fewer, worse, etc., to refuse to accept.
Examples:
decline a job offer, decline in quality. As people age, their digestive capacity also gradually declines.
Ploy.
A strategic maneuver or tactic used to gain an advantage, a cunning plan or scheme.
Examples:
clever ploy, marketing ploy. The thief's ploy to distract the security guard worked perfectly.
Doubt.
A feeling of being uncertain about something, especially about how good or accurate it is.
Examples:
dispel doubts. No doubt about the news. Doubt is the start, not the end, of intelligence.
Alert.
To warn or arouse to a sense of danger. Adjective, paying close attention or being in a state of readiness for action.
Examples:
alert consumers to the dangers. Alert system. The company's cybersecurity team alerted the CEO to potential threats.
Hotline.
A telephone line that provides immediate emergency or special assistance.
Examples:
hotline number. Automated hotline. The emergency hotline is available 24/7 for people in need of immediate assistance.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Keystone.
The central stone at the top of an arch, which holds all other stones in place.
Examples:
keystone for success. The keystone of campaign reform. The keystone of the arch held the structure together.
Unsurprising.
Not surprising, and what was expected, able to be predicted.
Examples:
unsurprising success. Unsurprising result. The unsurprising outcome of the election was a victory for the incumbent candidate.
Dump.
To deposit or dispose of something, such as trash, waste, etc., carelessly or hurriedly.
Examples:
dump the gravel on the road. Dump hazardous waste. The company dumped him after several years of service.
Outdoors.
In or into the open air, outside a building or structure.
Examples:
exhausted outdoors. Sleep outdoors. She loves to hike outdoors and explore nature.
Buffet.
A meal where guests serve themselves from a counter or sideboard.
Examples:
buffet style. Have a buffet meal. The buffet at the hotel had a wide variety of food options.
Bump.
To hit or knock against something hard, often with a dull sound, to meet with by accident.
Examples:
Bump against a wall. Bump up prices. She accidentally bumped into him in the crowded room.
Indoor.
Located, happened, or used inside a building.
Examples:
An indoor pool. Designed for indoor use. Table tennis is an indoor sport.
Install.
To fix furniture, a machine, or a piece of equipment into position so that it can be used, put into an office or a position.
Examples:
Install a door. Install a chairperson. The new president was installed immediately after the national election.
Residential.
Relating to, suitable for, or used for living in.
Examples:
A residential district. Residential property. The city's residential area is known for its quiet streets and beautiful homes.
Resistant.
Not affected by something, especially changes or new ideas, of or relating to immunity to disease or infection.
Examples:
Penicillin-resistant bacteria. Resistant to persuasion. Insects in urban areas are becoming resistant to insecticides.
Bin.
A container, usually that has a lid and used for waste.
Examples:
A waste bin. Mail bin. You can open the overhead bin after landing.
Munchies.
A mild feeling of hunger or desire for a snack, often experienced between meals or late at night, small items of food.
Examples:
Late night munchies. Satisfy the munchies. I stocked up on all my favorite munchies before settling in for a long movie marathon.
Rot.
To decay, or cause something to decay, naturally and gradually.
Examples:
Begin to rot. Rot with age. Please refrigerate the meat, or it will rot.
Reward.
A thing given in acknowledgement of service, hard work, achievement, etc.
Examples:
The reward for good works. Shopping rewards cards. Night fishing has a lot of rewards.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Innovative.
Introducing or using new methods, ideas, etc.
Examples:
Use of innovative technology. Stylistically innovative works. The Prime Minister stressed the need to create innovative industries.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Collar.
A band of material worn around the neck, typically forming part of a shirt or jacket.
Examples:
Collar of a shirt. Collar of a dog. He put on his collar and tie before leaving for work.
Pylon.
A tall, vertical structure used to support cables or wires, typically made of metal or concrete.
Examples:
Pylon installation. Engine pylon. The transmission of electricity over long distances often requires the use of pylons to maintain the electrical cables.
Skull.
A bone framework that surrounds the brain and gives the head its shape.
Examples:
Skull fracture. Have a thick skull. Archaeologists found a Neanderthal skull at that historic site.
Subadult.
Referring to an animal or person that is not fully mature or developed, but has not yet reached adulthood, typically used to describe a stage of development between juvenile and adult.
Examples:
Subadult male. Subadult behavior. The subadult elephant was still too young to mate and reproduce.
Sticky.
Made of or covered with an adhesive substance, hot or warm and humid.
Examples:
Sticky weather. Sticky situation. A peculiar sticky material coated the foliage.
Fur.
The hairy coat of a mammal, especially when fine, soft, and thick.
Examples:
An artificial fur. Fur coat. The fur of the animal was thick and soft to the touch.
Burr.
A rough, prickly particle or piece, often found on the surface of certain plants and materials, a humming or buzzing sound, usually produced by an engine or machine.
Examples:
Annoying burr. Hair burr. I had to remove the burr from my sweater before wearing it.
Temporarily.
For a limited time only or not permanently.
Examples:
A hut made temporarily. Temporarily suspend the production. Some athletes take anabolic steroids to increase muscle size temporarily.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Relocate.
To move or move something or someone to a new place and build a house or a business there.
Examples:
Relocate a company. Relocate with a new job. The university relocated to campuses several miles away.
Intercept.
To stop and catch someone or something to prevent them from continuing to a destination.
Examples:
Intercept an enemy force. Intercept X-rays. It is illegal to intercept police radio.
Dumpster.
A large, commercial trash receptacle designed to be emptied mechanically by a garbage truck.
Examples:
Dumpster diving. Empty the dumpster. The employee found $100 in the dumpster behind the store.
Dive.
To jump into the water with your head and arms going in first, or to move down to a deeper level underwater.
Examples:
Dive into anime communities. Dive off a cliff. The sperm whale can dive to 1,000 meters.
Deterrent.
Something that prevents or discourages someone from doing something or taking a particular action, a hindrance or obstacle.
Examples:
Criminal deterrent. Nuclear deterrent. The threat of punishment serves as a deterrent for many people who might consider committing a crime.
Flare.
To burn brightly with a sudden, intense burst of flame or light. Noun, a sudden and brief burst of bright flame or light, a sudden and intense burst of radiation from the sun's surface.
Examples:
Flare up into a major crisis. The flare of a match. The sun flared and caused a sudden brightening in the sky.
Bang.
To hit or cause to hit something in a way that makes a loud noise.
Examples:
Bang his fist on a desk. Bang a phone down. My father tried to bang mathematics into my head since childhood.
Spray.
A fine mist of liquid that is dispersed into the air. Flower arrangement consisting of a single branch or shoot bearing flowers and foliage.
Examples:
A spray of mist. An insect spray. The artist used a spray paint can to create a graffiti mural on the wall.
Willingness.
The state of being ready or inclined to do something.
Examples:
Willingness to help. Indicate a willingness to change. Her willingness to help others earned her many friends.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide, carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Emission:
The act of production or sending out gas, heat, light, etc.
Examples:
Global emissions of greenhouse gases. The emission of light. There are 5 distinct emissions at 5 unique wavelengths.
Trap:
A piece of equipment or hole for catching animals or people. Verb, to catch animals or people and prevent them from escaping.
Examples:
Set a trap. Trap an animal. The enemy fell right into the trap.
Atmosphere:
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Optimism:
A feeling or the belief that good things will happen, or the quality of being full of hope and emphasizing the positive aspects of a situation.
Examples:
Sense of optimism. Political optimism. There is considerable optimism that the economy will recover soon.
Atmospheric:
Pertaining to or located in the Earth's atmosphere.
Examples:
Doubling of atmospheric carbon dioxide. Atmospheric pressure. The sea surface temperature and atmospheric circulation are inextricably linked.
Temperature:
The degree of hotness or coldness of a thing or place.
Examples:
Extreme temperatures. The atmospheric temperature. Cities around the world set records for highest temperatures this summer.
Drastic:
Radical and extreme, likely to have a significant or far-reaching impact.
Examples:
Drastic measures. Make drastic revision. The global community is undergoing drastic changes at present.
Eventually:
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Hairy:
Covered with hair or having a furry texture, difficult, dangerous, or complicated.
Examples:
Hairy situation. Hairy arms. The new rescue dog was covered in thick, hairy fur that kept him warm in cold weather.
Coal:
A combustible black or brownish black sedimentary rock that is found below the ground and burnt to produce heat.
Examples:
A coal-fired ship. Construction of new coal plants. We combust coal and other fossil fuels to generate electricity.
Warn.
To make someone aware of potential danger or difficulty, particularly one that may occur in the future.
Examples:
Warn a reckless driver. Warned me of the plan. I attempted to warn him, but he ignored me.
Generation.
All the people born and living at about the same time, regarded collectively, the production of heat or electricity.
Examples:
Generation gap. The generation of electricity. The younger generation has different values and beliefs than the older one.
Antidote.
A chemical substance or remedy that stops or controls the effects of a poison or disease.
Examples:
The antidote to the poison. The antidote for aging. Knowledge is the antidote to fear.
Anxiety.
A feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease about something that is happening or might happen in the future.
Examples:
Diagnosis of anxiety disorder. Anxiety for knowledge. She waited for her daughter with anxiety.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.